Live from the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia on a bright sunny afternoon. Indoor football as the NFL on CBS brings you the Dallas Cowboys, winners of 7 in a row atop the NFC East, and the Atlanta Falcons, who have won 3 of their last 4. Hello, everybody. I'm Tim Ryan with Matt Millen here at the Georgia Dome, and a remarkable performance last week by Bernie Kosar, a victory over Phoenix against the complex defense of Fritz Shurmur, even though he had only 3 days of practice. Today, he'll face the blitzing Falcons.
Well, he's going to get a lot of blitz from Jerry Glanville, who loves to come after him, and the reason is going to be simple. He's going to try to mess up his timing in the pass game. Now, what that means, you're going to get more man-to-man coverage, which means they'll try to negate Michael. That means to the Dallas defense is simple. You see, Ken Norton's got himself a bad arm, and Eric Pegram is going to test the center of that defense. Should be a lot of fun, Tim.
Jimmy Johnson, coach of this successful Dallas Cowboys team, and he says today that they have a healthy respect for Atlanta. In fact, he thinks it could be kind of an ugly game, and he's told his team, don't worry about winning ugly so long as we win. For Jerry Glanville to beat the Cowboys, the Super Bowl champs, he says we've got to have a big event. By that he means a big play of some kind early in the game, and he said that might even include who knows, a hit out of bounds, anything that's going to get his team sparked up, get the attention of the Cowboys, and give Atlanta a chance to get into the game early. And the Falcons will have the football first, so Jerry Glanville has to be pleased about this opportunity. Alton Montgomery and Tony Smith and Eric Pegram are spread out as the deep men. And Eddie Murray's kickoff is high and short, coming down at the 7. Smith dropped at the 13-yard line. Excellent coverage. Brock Marion, the first to make the hit, and had plenty of help from his Cowboy kickoff team teammates. Bobby Hebert comes on with a 61% passing completion rate, and he'll have Ken, Kennedy, Dukes, Hinton, and Bob Whitfield, a line that has played very well in the last 4 weeks, particularly. Just 3 sacks given up by this unit in the last 4 games after an 0-5 Falcons start. Pegram, the running back. Risen, Haynes, Pritchard, the 3 wide receivers, and Mitch Lyons, the tight end. And, of course, they will frequently go to their 4 wide receiver red gun lineup. First down from the 19. Pegram met at the line, drove Casillas back for a gain of 2. Defensively, the Cowboys, Charles Haley and Tony Tolbert on the ends, Maryland and Casillas the tackles. They have 9 down linemen in uniform, and you can expect to see at least 8 of them in action today. The linebackers, because they're playing 3 and 4 wideouts against Atlanta, you're going to see Smith and Norton as the 2 linebackers, and Kenneth Gant coming in as a nickel linebacker. Larry Brown, Kevin Smith on the corners, Everett and Darren Woodson the starting safeties. 2nd and 8. Atlanta. Pegram, good hole. Pegram battles his way, carrying Cowboys first down to the 35.
Tim, that's exactly what I was just talking about prior to the game. Eric Pegram is no surprise to the players and coaches who have to go against him. He's a strong guy, he's a tough guy, he's got great feet in the hole. The Dallas Cowboys were very, very concerned with him. In fact, last night Jimmy Johnson told us that their big concern was having to tackle Eric Pegram.
Pegram at 721 yards rushing, did not become the starter until the 3rd week of the season. Tony Smith, the former #1 and battling with Eric Dickerson at that time. But Pegram is the man, and he has stopped this time for little if any gain. Russell Maryland, the nose tackle, number 67, making the hit.
Well, Tim, they come right out and they're running the football. And what they're saying to the Dallas defense is, we're going to be here all day. This is going to be a long-term deal. We're going to keep on pounding the ball, and we want you to stop us. Now, what Jimmy Johnson knows he has are guys who will run to the football. This is a defense that's built on team speed, and they're going to have to use it today.
And he brings in another runner in terms of James Washington replacing Darren Smith. Washington, the safety, replacing the linebacker on 2nd and 9. And the shotgun Hebert. Screen to Pegram. Cut from behind, but he got about 8 on the play. It was Tony Tolbert read the screen but had to chase Pegram and did a good job. Pegram still picked up about an 8-yard gain.
Well, the reason you're seeing a lot of the run game early, which we're going to see all day long because the Falcons are committed to it, and a short passing game is right there, Bobby Hebert. Now, Bobby Hebert's right elbow is absolutely killing him. And I saw him the other day. I walked up to him and I just touched it, and he winced in pain. I spoke with him yesterday, and he said, look, there's nothing I can do. I know I've got to play through the pain.
He has a 3rd and 2. Hebert is taking some oral painkillers before the games to try and alleviate some of that pain. Gets that pass off to Haynes. First down, Falcons to the Dallas 48. Hebert took a hit, but he got that pass perfectly on the mark. Ken Norton made the tackle.
Well, Tim, the one thing that's not going to bother Bobby Hebert is pressure, and he's going to get some pressure right off the side here off of Whitfield. Watch him come upside. Now throw him underneath, come back. Now, what Hebert does very well is he knows he's been there before, he sees the whole picture, and he's got the guts and toughness to stay in the pocket.
Mitch Lyons has come in at tight end for Atlanta, number 86, the rookie from Michigan State. Another screen to the left, Pegram. Nice cutting. Eric Pegram. First down to the 35 of Dallas. Thomas Everett got him there, so they've just turned Pegram into a running back who catches a little pass. He's really still an RB.
Yeah, now watch, all this is a long handoff. It's going to come from Hebert to the left side of your screen. The key block is going to be 78 Mike Kent. Watch right there. See that? Push him right out of the way. Now just turn it over to the strength of Pegram, which is seeing everything and cutting back.
Oh, and he turned Ken Norton right around with his cut. First down, Falcons opening drive at the Dallas 35. Hebert for Drew Hill. Another Falcon first down to the 21-yard line.
Tim, the Atlanta Falcons said what we cannot do, particularly on the first drive, is turn the ball over. The strength of this Dallas defense, as told to us by Jerry Glanville, is patience. They will patiently let you work down the field knowing that you are going to make an error sooner or later, and that's when they'll capitalize.
Washington comes in for Darren Smith again, and this is Hebert just after he released the last pass.
He knows it hurts him. That elbow's going to be talking to him all day long.
He's got a man open, and he hits him. Pritchard fights his way for an 8-yard gain. Ken Norton pulls him down.
Mike Pritchard, number 35, the wide receiver for the Falcons. It's funny, we talked to the defensive backfield of the Dallas Cowboys, and they say, you know, we're always concerned about Haynes with his speed. We're concerned about the quickness of Rise, and all of a sudden you turn around, and Mike Pritchard has picked up 7-8 catches. And he said it's almost, this is Kevin Smith speaking, the quarterback, he said it's almost like our offense. There's so many receivers out there, you kind of get lost in it.
Hebert 5 of 5 on this opening series. 2nd and 2. Pegram hit behind the line by Norton and pulled back short of the first down. Ken Norton, the middle linebacker, slashing through the offensive line to make the hit.
You know, this is funny for me because I can see Jerry Glanville right here. He just couldn't wait to finally get his little trap game in. Watch Chris Hinton going to run his quick track game and bring him inside. Now Hinton will run by the block, and Pegram will get tackled by Norton. Nice job by Norton in the middle of reading and stepping up.
It leaves 3rd and 2. Jeffcoat, Jones, Hennings, and Lett have all come in. A new down foursome for the Cowboys. Hebert under pressure, gets it off to Pegram. Pegram to the 5 and a first down.
That was all Bobby Hebert right there. Nice read by Hebert. He saw the blitz coming. He's going to be coming off the side. Now Pritchard also has the same read. He's going to see people coming up inside. See this? Now, get out on the side. Jeffcoat tries to hold on to him, doesn't quite get there, and Hebert finds him. Watch Jeffcoat try to grab him. When you come with that inside blitz, a lot of times you leave your defensive end in coverage on the back. Jeff Coat missed it with the grab and made the tackle.
First and goal, Atlanta. 6-yard line.
As a flag is down, but what the Cowboys have done and what the league has gone to is once you get inside the 20-yard line, you start to play a lot of zone defense.
Illegal formation, offense, number 80, not lined up on the line of scrimmage. 5 yards, first down.
Andre Rison is the man not lined up properly. Illegal formation.
I mean, you have to have an eligible receiver on the line of scrimmage, and Rison wasn't there. Now, but what happens in that zone defense, though, Tim, you're going to watch Rison at the top of your screen. See right up there? He's not on the line of scrimmage. It means this guy has to have an eligible number, and he doesn't. So what happens in that zone defense, the field is shrunk down, and you can really match up your receivers, and in the last play, everybody who's matched up either had to run out of it.
So it's first and goal from the 11. One setback, Pegram. He has it. Cuts inside and gets to the 8-yard line. A pair of Cowboys stack him up, led by Jeff Coat and Ken Norton and Chad Henningsen on.
And there's Jim Jeffcoat. You know, Jim Jeffcoat, I couldn't have been happier for a guy to win a Super Bowl than Jim Jeffcoat last year. And I went down and spoke to Jeffcoat, and he was so excited about just having the opportunity, and he reflected back all the players who had gone through. Herschel Walker, who he was tight with, and Eugene Lockhart, who he was tight with, who never had the opportunity to even get there. And then all of a sudden, he was there, and he got his ring.
The #1 pick back in '83 in his 11th year. Second down and goal. Hebert gets time, and now just throws it away.
Good decision.
Good coverage again by the Cowboys, and that shrunken zone, as you described it, creating problems again. Good coverage by the Cowboys.
Now you shrink it up and you get people like Kenneth Gant matched up in that zone, and it's hard to find an open receiver. And so what has to happen down here with these things is you really start to go to secondary receivers, or really isolating one guy and flooding the zone and making sure you have blockers in front of them to get in.
13th play of this drive. This is the opening series. Third and goal now from the 8-yard line. David Mims in for Pritchard at a wide receiver position, lined up with Hill in the slot right. Hebert and intended for incomplete.
Thomas Everett sitting right in the middle of that zone. They went zone all around. Then they matched it up once they came in. Everett was sitting right in the middle of the zone and just lowered the boom.
Washington had the coverage on Mims, and Rison was running free, but the ball sailed a little on Hebert. So Johnson will come in for the field goal try. He has 22 consecutive field goals, 17 of them this season.
Yeah, he hasn't missed.
The only kicker in the league who hasn't missed a field goal or a PAT this season. And the ball spotted at the 11. And make it number 23 in a row for Norm Johnson. And a brilliant opening series for the Atlanta Falcons. They lead 3-0.
1993, we designed a new car. We created a new class. We developed new engineering. We created a new standard of performance. We redefined value. Introducing the C-Class. It wasn't designed to compete with other cars. It was designed to replace them. The new C-Class starting at under $30,000.
This is your life. This is your world. This is your chance. You gotta be there now.
Since Sprint is the only global phone company that offers everything, local, long distance, and cellular, it means with Sprint, no matter where you go, there you are.
Be there now. Time won't wait. Be there now.
Last night I dreamt about it again. The number 7. It was everywhere like a cosmic signpost urging me on. Maybe it meant that the 7 layers of bliss were within reach. Rice, beans, sour cream, lettuce, pepper, cheese, tomatoes, and guacamole. Only 99 cents. New at Taco Bell. The 7-layer burrito. People say if your dream's too big, you won't get it. You can get it, but only for a limited time.
Crumbs it.
Jim Ryan with Matt Millen at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, where the Falcons have taken a 3-0 lead over Atlanta. 6:12 remains. All of that time taken up, 8:48 by Atlanta's opening offensive series. 73 yards in 14 plays, culminating with the field goal by Norm Johnson from 26 yards out.
You saw the offensive coordinator, June Jones, right there, and he's got to be pleased, not only with the execution, but the fact that they had no glitches, no turnovers, and they went right down the field.
Kenneth Gann and Kevin Williams are the deep men. Johnson's kickoff is caught at the 21-yard line, and fair caught there by Tim Daniel. Check it, one of the offensive linemen. We'll be back in Atlanta in a moment.
You're kidding. The heat's off on Saturday?
I can't get a copy of Fixed on Saturday. That's helpful.
Technical support is closed on Saturday and...
Please send up some coffees.
UPS introduces Saturday Pickup.
You'll pick up the package?
With guaranteed tracking and guaranteed air delivery by 10:30 a.m. Monday.
Great.
Coffee.
All for less than our competitors.
How you doing?
Hi.
Finally, something on Saturday.
Nice coffee.
Guaranteed to go right. UPS.
Wouldn't it be great if you invented a special potion that turned anybody into Rachel Hunter, the supermodel?
Ralph, would you take me for a walk?
Cool.
Ralph, we gotta work all weekend.
All weekend.
And your special potion turned ordinary beer in a can into Keystone, Keystone Light, and Keystone Dry, specially lined for really smooth bottle beer taste. Ralph, mind if I join your party? Sure, Bert. Come on over. Wouldn't that be great?
To build a Mercedes-Benz that's technologically innovative, safe, roomy, with exceptional handling is to be expected. But to do it for under $30,000, now that's a feat of engineering. Introducing the Mercedes-Benz C-Class.
CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz, where safety, reliability, and performance are never optional. UPS, the official package delivery company of the NFL. RCA, #1 with the toughest critics in the world. And by Keystone, Keystone Light, and Keystone Dry.
At the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, 3-0, the Falcons lead the Cowboys, and it was defensive lineman Matt Vanderbeek who got to catch the kickoff, the short kickoff from Johnson. And Bernie Kosar brings on the Dallas Cowboy offense, 13 of 21 last week in his first game ever as a Cowboy on just 3 practices, defeating Phoenix and playing a brilliant game for somebody who had to absorb so much in such a short amount of time. Troy Aikman continues on the sideline, but in uniform today with his hamstring injury. Kosar pumps once and goes deep. Both receiver and defender stumble. Alvin Harper stumbled against Darnell Walker, the rookie, number 45, and then Walker fell down.
Well, Tim, it's no surprise that they're going to go right after the rookie. Watch Alvin Harper, number 80, and now it's just turned into a foot race. The ball's in the air, and they just get tangled right there. There goes Walker, there goes Harper. Norv Turner, the offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys, said, look, I love this matchup. I think Harper can win it, and we're going to go to it early and often.
2nd and 10, Dallas. Number 23. Emmitt Smith is smashed at the line of scrimmage, got only a yard. First contact by Lester Archambault. Tuane, Newton, Stepnoski, Gogan, and Eric Williams, the offensive line, having an outstanding year for the champion Cowboys. Emmitt Smith, the running back, Darrell Johnston, the fine fullback, Irvin Harper, the wide receivers, Jay Novacek, the tight end. Eric Williams pulling back too soon. Now again, we'll be watching those snap count things with the new quarterback Kosar. Archambault, Gardner, Pierce Holt, Mel Agee. Now they've got 2 new defensive ends there for the injured Mike Gann and Rick Bryan, Archambault and Mel Agee. Ron George takes over Darian Connor's spot at linebacker today with Jesse Tuggle and Jesse Solomon. And the secondary, Sanders and the rookie Walker on the corners. Another rookie, Roger Harper, the strong safety, with the veteran Scott Case. Jumpy Geathers and Chuck Smith come in now in the passing down, 3rd and 14. Pressure on Kosar. He gets it off, and it's caught by Emmett Smith, but he is hit immediately.
Well, Norm Turner elects to go with the bomb on the first play. And his third play, when they go to the pass, they take Chuck Smith's pressure, and they see it coming right into the face. They miss the bump of Emmett Smith, so they throw it right out there. It's almost a hot read by Kosar.
Kosar took a good lick from Chuck Smith, pass rushing specialist, second-year man from Tennessee. John Jett standing at his 5-yard line. Tony Smith waiting for it at the 35 of Atlanta. Nearly blocked by Tippins. Good coverage by the Cowboys, holding Smith for a gain of a couple. Vanderbeek made the tackle. A 49-yard punt by Jett.
Vanderbeek made the stop for the Cowboys.
The RCA Home Theater comes with a new optimum contrast screen for blacker blacks, brilliant whites, and a picture so clear and bright you'll feel like you're really there. Buy select RCA entertainment products and we'll send you Nipper and Chipper.
1993, we designed a new car. We created a new class. We developed new engineering. We created a new standard of performance. We redefined value, introducing the C-Class. It wasn't designed to compete with other cars. It was designed to replace them. The new C-Class starting at under $30,000.
You need two hands to count all the special rates and discounts on Allstate car insurance for more than one car. Pickup trucks, anti-lock brakes, airbags. Good drivers, excellent drivers with Allstate home insurance. And retired drivers over 55. Just pick up a phone and call an Allstate agent for details. For lots of ways to save, you're in good hands with Allstate.
We are indoors at the Georgia Dome. We're happy to report that our blimp is outdoors and piloting the SeaWorld blimp. Alan Judd and Jose Colon, both from Orlando, home of Airship Shamu. And thank you for the beautiful shots on this brilliant sunny day here in Atlanta today. First down, Falcons. They lead 3-0. They're starting at their 34-yard line following the Dallas punt. Play action and a naked coach by Hebert, and he didn't get much there. Knocked out at the 35-yard line by Darren Woodson. Green Bay quickly on top of Detroit, 10-0.
That's a surprise.
Packed with a bunch of key players out today, too. Bears and Kansas City still scoreless. Indianapolis on top of Buffalo first quarter. So the field goal kickers are out in force here in the early action in the NFL today. Those scores would indicate no gain on the play. James Washington comes in. The linebacker Darren Smith goes out for Dallas. 2nd and 10. Play action again, and open in the middle is Drew Hill. He picks up close to 8.
Tim, if you're going to pay attention to the passing game today, as Hebert's looking at his elbow again, if you're paying attention to the pass game of the Atlanta Falcons, really, we're going to look only for 15 yards. That's it. And they're going to try to throw the ball deep just to let Dallas know that they can do it, but it's going to be too painful for Bobby Hebert. So all of his passing really should be within a 15-yard zone.
Every pass is painful for Hebert. That doesn't make any difference to him. He said his only judgment really is whether or not he can get the ball there. If he's throwing badly, he said he'll be the first one to take himself out. So far, so good for Hebert and the Falcons. And he is eluding the sack. Finds an open man, Risen, first down.
Oh, Bobby Hebert is on a roll. Hey, he's on the sideline. Bobby Hebert, the special teams coach, him out, pats him on the back, jumping all over the place. Now, this was all feet of Bobby Hebert. Tony Tolbert beats Whitfield to the corner. You're going to see him come up, go with the arm, under. Now watch him get to the top shoulder. Right to the top. Now he has him beat. Whitfield does a good job of coming back, getting his hands on him, but it's all Hebert as he keeps his balance, finds rising in the middle of the defense. First down.
At the 49-yard line of Atlanta, few quarterbacks in the league are any better at seeing and feeling the rush. And then he has what a lot of you guys like to call escapability.
I never called it that.
First down. And Pegram picks up 2 yards on the left side, leaving a 2nd and 8. Maryland and Woodson grab him.
When a guy did that, I just said he was a lucky stiff. Bobby Hebert was a lucky stiff on that last play because Tolbert should have had a sack. This guy is not a lucky stiff. Bobby Hebert is one courageous guy. I mean, he's kind of like the Cowardly Lion on the Wizard of Oz. You know, why does the muskrat guard his musk? Courage. Why does Bobby Hebert stand in there and keep throwing with that elbow? All courage.
He's at midfield now, just over the stripe in Dallas territory. Pressure again, got it off once again, and Pegram couldn't haul it in. Tolbert got a lick on Hebert on that play.
Tim Tolbert is schooling Bob Whitfield right now. What he did, he came up the last 2 pass rushes, and he went right to the top shoulder, and he tried to get the pass rush from the over the top, and he got there. Now this time, he decided to take the step upfield, have him bite, then duck back underneath inside, and he beat him again.
Whitfield, the #1 pick a year ago from Stanford, and projected himself as an all-pro in this league, but he is still clearly being taught some lessons by the 5th-year man, Tony Tolbert. Bill Bates into the lineup now for Dallas defensively on 3rd down. Hebert up the middle, and it is cut. Michael Haynes for a first down, Atlanta.
Great job by Hebert. Great job by Tony Tolbert. Poor job by Bob Whitfield again. Pressure all over Hebert from Tolbert, who is really playing well early. But watch the eyes of Bobby Hebert. He knows where he wants to go. See the concentration? He never sees Tolbert. All he sees is the receiver with Haynes, and that's a first down.
Haynes going up over Kevin Smith to make an outstanding catch. And Atlanta continuing to move the ball effectively. 2nd consecutive series. And they're now at the Dallas 36-yard line. Haynes, flanker screen, away from one tackler, and he picks up about 8.
Oh, Tim, June Jones, the offensive coordinator for the Falcons, is on a roll. I mean, he is all over this Dallas defense. Now, he faked to the left, came back, throw the screen to Haynes on the right. What you do is just try to get that whole defense moving over, then come back. June Jones right now is hot.
James Washington made the tackle and a good one, and we have reached the end of the first quarter with the score. The Atlanta Falcons 3, the Dallas Cowboys 0.
To build a Mercedes-Benz that's technologically innovative, safe, roomy, with exceptional handling is to be expected. But to do it for under $30,000, now that's a feat of engineering. Introducing the Mercedes-Benz C-Class.
At Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I guarantee it.
BKTV.
It's the story of Jack, the Great Pumpkin King, and 4 cool new watches at Burger King. To get a watch for $1.99 from the everyday value menu, order each time. New lower prices on food that's delicious, and see Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. 4 watches to choose from. Isn't that fine? Each one is different for $1.99. Watches from Burger King, just one more case of everyday value. I love this place.
Chuck Norris hates waste.
Nice.
Can he save a headstrong rancher from toxic polluters?
This is the part where I ask you to stay behind. And you say, no way.
Walker, a special night, Wednesday.
Tim Ryan with Matt Millen at the Georgia Dome. We're in Atlanta, Georgia. And it is a 3-0 Falcon lead. They're driving again. Their 2nd offensive possession from the 27-yard line. And you can see the story right there. Atlanta has been grinding it out on 2 consecutive possessions. Sideliner complete. Michael Haynes again. Kevin Smith on the coverage and the tackle, a gain of about 4.
Tim, what the Dallas defense, though, does very, very well is they have great patience. And Jimmy Johnson knows that what the Falcons are trying to do right now with the short passing game is draw them up. Start to press, start bringing everybody up, and then that's when Hebert will try to take his shot downfield.
First down at the 22-yard line. Pegram running it back in, gets 5. Chad Hennings, the second-year man from Air Force, number 95, made the tackle. Jeff Coat, Jimmy Jones, Chad Hennings, and Leon Lett, the defensive front now. Twice Dallas has brought them in near the red zone, replacing the starting 4.
Tim, what impresses me most about Eric Pegram is the fact that we played them 2 years ago. First of all, he was number 41 and he looked slow. Second of all, they used him only as a draw back. This year they've expanded his role and he is the man.
They give him just a 3-yard pickup. It is 2nd and 7. Again, Pegram, inside handoff. Gets another 3 or 4 before Leon Lett wraps him up with help from Ken Norton.
Leon Lett right there. That's a big-time player for this Dallas Cowboy team. And if the Dallas Cowboys are going to have the kind of season they want with another Super Bowl, Leon Lett has to get healthy and has to play. When I speak with Charles Haley about Leon Lett, he said, this guy's got all kinds of talent, but boy, I really want him to get knees. He's not mean enough for this.
Not mean like me, Mr. Haley.
Exactly. He's just not mean enough.
He's been bothered by an ankle injury, and it's still troubling him. 11th play of this second drive. On 3rd down, Hebert gets some time, and he's got Drew Hill. First down and goal, Atlanta at the 7 of Dallas. Kenneth Gant pushed him out.
And the whole key to this game so far has been 3rd down conversions for Atlanta. Atlanta right now is 5 out of 6 on 3rd down. And in this league, that's where games are won and lost. If they can continue this, this will be a win for the Atlanta Falcons.
Now Tolbert, Casillas, Maryland, and Haley, the 4 starting down linemen, have come in on 1st and goal at the 6. And you might have to tell Jimmy Johnson how to conquer the Wizard of Oz in order to stop these Falcons.
That's right.
Open in the corner. Oh. Complete.
Nice clothing the ball by Darren Woodson.
Big hit on Pritchard. Pritchard could smell that goal line. He was right at the goal line, and it looked like he tried to leap in before he actually had the ball in his hands.
Well, he could see the ball, but he could also see Woodson coming right for his face. Now, see, the ball's in front of him, as is Woodson, so he's got to make a choice. He tried to do both at the same time, and Woodson makes a good play.
2nd and goal, Falcons.
To that Darren Woodson, he can play. That's a good football player.
Woodson, the second-year man from Arizona State. He was their number 2 pick last year. Hebert trying to find somebody, and it's almost intercepted in the end zone. Kevin Smith fielded it. Norton had the heat on Hebert, and there is a flag down.
Illegal man downfield.
So twice now the Falcons have gotten in here deep. First series they settled for the field goal after an impressive opening drive. And now they're backed up again here on the second offensive series that has taken them deep into Dallas territory.
Ineligible downfield on the pass. Number 70 of the offense. The penalty is declined. 3rd down.
That's a tough situation. Bob Whitfield, he sees Hebert starting to roll out there, thinking maybe he's going to run. He moves, and he gets nailed.
Yeah, you see him right at the top. Now he's going to start to roll. And when he starts to roll, he thinks he has the time. Throw him down. Now turn and get upfield. And here he comes. And they caught him downfield. You know, when Bob McElwee, the referee, gives that signal when he pats himself on the head. It's either one of two things. Either it's an ineligible man downfield, or his hat's coming off and he has to get it back on.
3rd and goal. They give him time to fade. Haynes broken up by Kevin Smith.
Nice play by Kevin Smith. His back is to the ball. The only gauge he has that the ball is coming is the receiver's eyes. Now, good man-to-man coverage. You don't look for the ball until the receiver looks for the ball. See that? All he has is Haynes looking to the ball, and that's when he knows to put his hands up in the air. Hebert doesn't like it because he thinks it's interference. Not interference. But the old rule used to be that you couldn't raise your hands without looking at the ball. Face guard.
The field goal try 24 yards out. And he nails another one. 24 in a row for Norm Johnson. And Atlanta continues to lead Dallas. 12:01 to go in the half. It is 6-0.
What's he doing? Better humor him.
Okay, I'm here to show you the new Panasonic Palmcorder camcorder with digital image stabilizer.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
It helps hold the picture steady even when your hand shakes this much. And Palmcorder tapes can play in any VHS recorder. So why buy a camcorder whose tapes can't play in your VCR?
I don't know.
The choice is obvious. The Panasonic Palmcorder. Its tapes will play in your VCR.
DeskJet printers from Hewlett-Packard. It's easy to make it happen.
I was driving, and then I forgot where I was. I think I left my body, but then I came back. I got hungry. I brought back a vision, the number 7, the 7-layer burrito. New from Taco Bell. Rice, beans, sour cream, lettuce, pepper cheese, tomatoes, and guacamole. Only 99 cents for a limited time. I could almost taste it, and then I did. And I came back full.
Cross it. Tuesday Rescue celebrates its 200th life saved with a special episode.
Rescue 911 is why my son is here today.
A special 911 Tuesday.
Live look from the blimp, the Capitol building here in Atlanta. A brilliant sunny afternoon. We're indoors at the beautiful Georgia Dome. And the fellow, a lot of help.
You build a new razor with precision heads to shave below the skin in comfort. And what do you get? Cut a precision groove to help the Norelco lift and cut system shave even closer. And what do you get? Build a razor that shaves closer, smoother than ever before. And what do you get? The new Norelco razors, our closest shave ever.
Lure Jensen, they make lures for fishing.
It's a family company that's been manufacturing lures for 60 years.
It's like a family. We're like a family.
My first call, the response was, we're using AT&T and we're happy.
One day he called me and said, now I got to talk to you about this because I'm going to save you some money.
I'd learned that there were some business solutions we could provide.
I didn't realize some of the things that could be done. Nobody ever explained it to me before.
AT&T is so large. With MCI, I feel like we're their #1 customer.
There is a sound you can hear on the new Riviera. It's the sound of German being spoken by those who converge on Ocean Drive. In your town, America, and the world. Beck's, the #1 imported German beer.
When you order a Bigfoot pizza from Pizza Hut, remember to order some Pepsi, or you'll be making a mistake. A very big mistake. So when you order Bigfoot, don't forget to ask for plenty of Pepsi. Bigfoot Pizza, a legendary value.
This game summary is sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Tim Ryan with Matt Millen at the Georgia Dome. Norm Johnson's 2 field goals, 24 in a row for him. 6-0 lead for the Falcons. And twice they got inside the 20. And just moments ago, out on the, I've never seen that. That is Evander Holyfield, a heavyweight champion of the world. His great victory over Riddick Bowe. Of course, he's an Atlanta guy. They love him here, and they gave him a warm welcome. And he ran out onto the field during the timeout to be acknowledged right out there on the 50-yard line. All right. Cowboys starting from their 13-yard line. Falcons stuffed them the first time around. Kosar for Harper, and Harper close to the marker, may have a first down.
And Tim, there's the matchup again. Alvin Harper working against Darnell Walker, number 45. Now he's in zone. But what you're going to see at the end is something that scares Jerry Glanville. Watch 45 right here, the rookie, and his help is coming from another rookie inside right there, Harper, number 47. Now, Jerry Glanville says nothing drives him more crazy in the whole wide world than to play a rookie at safety.
That's Roger Harper out of Ohio State, their number 2 pick. They think he's going to be an outstanding player, but makes him a little nervous, especially on third downs. In fact, he tries to get him out. Walker, meanwhile, playing with a knee injury. Not sure how far he can go. First down, Dallas. Kosar rolling. Intended for Novacek, the tight end, incomplete. Solomon had the coverage.
Yeah, coverage there on Novacek, and they went man-to-man. And there is a great matchup of Michael Irvin, 88, on 21, Deion Sanders. And this is a matchup that the Atlanta Falcons think they can win. Deion Sanders has tremendous speed, but he will have trouble against the big body of Michael Irvin, who really likes to play like a basketball player out there. Irvin's not slow, Tim, but what he does is what you do well under the hoop. Hey, the ball's in the air, you position yourself, and that's exactly what Irvin likes to do. Use his body for position.
Those guys are very good friends and real fierce rivals. 2nd and 10. Kosar goes to the left for Smith, off target. Emmett Smith flaring out to the left. Kosar looking right, coming back the other way, and just missed it. 2 of 5.
Yeah, 2 of 5, and this is what the Atlanta Falcons defensive people, Doug Shively, Jerry Glanville, wanted to have happen. If they could get them in a position where they could be one-dimensional, have to throw, they're on third down, and we can bring pressure on Bernie Kosar, then we have a chance.
We saw Pierce Holt, the outstanding tackle. It came over from San Francisco. Jumpy Geathers and Chuck Smith have come in on this 3rd and long to aid in the rush. Kosar gets it off. Not much. Jesse Tuggle.
Tim, I'll tell you what, Jumpy Gathers, number 97, was unbelievable. He took 330-pound Nate Newton right here. See that? And he just picks him up. Look at this. He just picks him up and takes him right back to the quarterback. Hey, no one does that to Nate Newton except Jumpy Gathers.
So now the Falcons again stopping the Cowboys 2 consecutive series. They'll get the ball back. 10:37 and counting down first half in a 6-0 Falcon lead. Tony Smith awaits the punt from John Jett. Jett hits it from the 20. It's a dandy. Smith from the 19. And gets to the 26-yard line. Kenneth Gant with an ankle grab and a flag on the play. Rather injured player down.
Yeah, that's also Kenneth Gant.
And the flag is back on the line of scrimmage.
Kenneth Gant's laying down there, a little bit shaken up, but he just made an outstanding play on the special team.
Possession foul, number 22 of the receivers holding. The receivers will keep the ball after penalty for their foul. First down. Timeout.
We'll be back at the Georgia Dome in a moment.
Ever wonder why a hamburger costs $10 in Tokyo? Or why a cab to the airport there runs about $120? Or why their luxury cars seem so expensive, especially when compared to the Oldsmobile 88 Special Edition, which, even with air, automatic, cruise, tilt, anti-lock brakes, and dual airbags, costs just $19,995? It's your money.
You can see these new movies at theaters and head for McDonald's Holiday Film Festival, where you can pick up the original videos. The Addams Family or Wayne's World. Just $5.99 each when you buy any large sandwich at McDonald's.
Cool.
Also available, the children's classic Charlotte's Web or Ghost. Just $5.99 each when you buy any large sandwich.
I was not aware of that.
But hurry, because they'll be gone in a snap. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
How does this sound? Now you can have all the crisp, refreshing taste of a great beer without all the alcohol. Miller Sharps. Great beer taste anytime.
New garage door opener, huh? What kind of batteries you got in here?
Duracell. That's what I use in everything.
Really? No kidding. Hey, any idea why Duracell batteries last so long?
I don't know why they even work, but I know they're good.
Duracell. No other battery lasts longer.
Yeah, but why?
Celebrate Thanksgiving Day the traditional way.
Turkey.
Family.
Watch the Bears battle the Lions on CBS.
Now that's beautiful.
We're big fans.
Yeah.
Tim, special teams is so important. The first thing you got to do is have a plan. Now, Kenneth Gant, 29's plan was to work outside. Then you have your speed. Most important in special teams, it's all right to get blocked. Don't stay blocked. Kenneth Gant doesn't stay blocked and makes the tackle.
And he's being attended to on the sideline. He saw him land on his shoulder and arm over there. And he's quite a character. We'll come back with more on Kenneth Gant. First down at the 9-yard line. Atlanta. Pegram picks his way for about 3 out to the 13. Russell Maryland made the stop. 6-0 Atlanta lead with 10:01 to go in the first half. Eric Pegram, the third-year man from North Texas State, drafted in the 6th round in 1991. Had big names ahead of him. Steve Broussard, the #1 pick, now a wide receiver primarily here. Tony Smith, the #1 pick last year, but it's Pegram who has developed into the Falcons running back, closing in on a 1,000-yard season. 2nd down and 6. Pegram again trying to get wide. No, it's a reverse.
Great catch.
And it's Pritchard. Boy, it fooled me, Bobby.
Yeah, well, it fooled Bobby, too, because he put a little bit too much mustard on that thing, and Pritchard had to go up and make a really good catch high in the air, and when he came down, he lost where he was on the field.
Pegram shakes out of the tackles and blocks and picks up about 3. Got away from Tony Tolbert and a couple of his own blockers.
Yeah, well, Tim, I've got to tell you this right now. Eric Pegram is the only reason that last play with the fake worked. Because if you don't respect Eric Pegram, you don't have any kind of a play-action game. So they fake him going across the backfield. You know, with Eric Pegram, you have to have a lot of guys there to tackle him. And when they do that, they fake it, come out, and make the big pass play.
2nd, a long 6. Atlanta 41-yard line. Falcons leading Dallas 6-0. If you joined us along the way, a pair of field goals on their first 2 offensive series. They have dominated this game. Circus catch. Is he in bounds?
Yes, that's a catch. And see what happened is Smith, he's coming down, and Smith pushes him, so you have to mark where he would have come down. Boy, what a nice effort right here by Mike Lane. Watch him go up for the ball. Foot's coming down. Now he's pushed. See, now once he's pushed, that means that he would have had his feet established in bounds. Therefore, the catch is good. Ergo, the catch is good.
Very good, Matt. Ergo, along with the Iliad and the Odyssey.
Yes, sir. I'm on a roll. Maybe even a bagel.
I want to come back to the Wizard of Oz about the muskrat at some point here, too. First down Atlanta at the 44-yard line of Dallas. Pegram wrapped up after a gain of only a couple. Ken Norton leading the charge. For an NFL update, let's go to Greg Gumbel in New York.
All right, Tim, in Kansas City, a 40-yard pass interference call against the Bears sets up Marcus Allen's 2nd touchdown of the day, an 8-yard run, 107 for his great career. The Chiefs lead the Bears 14-0 in the 2nd. Tim?
Thank you, Greg.
Well, Marcus Allen can't play anymore.
Oh, man,
you know that.
He got a life over there in Kansas City, didn't he?
He had a life before he left. I don't know why they got rid of him.
2nd and 8. Atlanta driving again on the Cowboys at the Dallas 42-yard line. Bear down the sideline for Haynes. Oh, incomplete.
I'll bet you Bobby Hebert would like to have that one back. And he took a chance going up with it, but he had Pritchard for the first down and pretty good yardage underneath him. Again, Tim, let me reiterate, that only works because Eric Pegram is on a roll. Watch right at the end, Bobby Hebert lets go of the ball, and then he's got to work on his footwork. One of those line markers got up and tripped him.
Not a bad backflip, though, right in front of the Dallas bench.
I'll tell you this right now about Bobby Hebert. With the success they're having, his elbow does not hurt as much.
We've got a timeout on the field. We'll be right back.
Oh, my back hurts and I had a game this afternoon.
So I'm taking Advil. I know I'll feel better soon. More doctors recommend Advil by name to relieve backaches than any other brand. And you know, just one Advil is as effective relieving pain as 2 regular strength Tylenol.
With Advil, there's no reason to let a sore back keep me from swinging.
And for a cold, try Advil Cold and Sinus. Advanced formula for the cold season.
Just try Black & Decker's Power Driver with torque control. You'll notice one major difference, the clutch. The higher the setting, the more powerful it gets. Power Driver and Power Driver with torque control from Black & Decker.
So what would you say if I told you to see your Oldsmobile retailer right now? You'd ask for directions. You'd say you just bought a new Oldsmobile a few minutes ago. You'd say, wow, an 88 special edition with air, cruise, tilt, anti-lock brakes, and dual airbags for $19,995. Gee, so I was right the first time. It's your money.
Carlito's Way. Action that rivals the best gangland shoot-'em-ups in cinema history.
Gangsters, girls, guns. It's Pacino the way you want to see him. Guaranteed.
Carlito's Way. Rated R. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
Greg Norman and the field of the PGA's best go for the kill at the Franklin Funds Shark Shootout. Coming up next on CBS.
In the middle of that Dallas defense, you see Kenny Gant has come back in. He was hurt on that special teams tackle, but he's back out there. And here's a guy with a lot of colorful characters on this team. Certainly Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper and some other very popular players. But I'm here to report from the Dallas newspaper that he's the only guy, because he's such a good dancer, who was invited and paid to perform at a bar mitzvah in Dallas in the off-season. Way to go, Kenny. And he'll show you that shark dance every chance he gets. Hebert for Risen to the 25 of Dallas, first down.
Well, you know, you have a couple of wrinkles with rollout and stuff, but you always come back to the strength of your quarterback, and this is it. Now, this is a pocket passer. Watch the pocket develop. Look at this. All kinds of time. Stand in there, step, throw off the front foot. Andre Rison goes down, reads the zone. Now, when you play zone, you run always in the gray areas, and the gray areas are just in between the players. Nicely done.
Andre Rison with 53 catches coming into this game and 10 touchdowns. He's still the go-to guy.
11 first downs to 1 for Dallas.
Hebert gets time, and he finds Rison.
Hey, Andre Rison put a nice move on Brown.
And a nice little push, too.
Yeah,
perfectly executed.
That's one of the moves.
Darn right.
And it's never a penalty until it's called. Watch Andre Rison work on Brown. He's going to take him, drive him upfield. Now, get the little push. Get the arm out. There's the little elbow. See that? That's called separation. It's also called the first down.
Mike Ken has come out of the offensive line to be replaced by Roman Fortin. The veteran tackle. We'll see if he's troubled by any number of injuries that he's had over the course of the season. He's a gamer. First down at the 14-yard line of Dallas. Pegram nowhere to run. Norton meets him in the hole. Maybe a yard. Hebert 15 of 22, 171 yards in this first half.
And Tim, look at this though. Look at the yardage. Look at 73, 60, 78. And here's the key though, only 6 points. That means with the Dallas offense, only having one first down. It only takes one play, and they're right back in this. So that's a concern for the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta stealing the clock from Dallas in this first half. Intended for Haynes, incomplete. Coverage by Thomas Everett. Mike Ken has returned to the offensive line of Atlanta. Fortin comes out.
Well, Roman Fortin should get a big high mark right there for blocking Tony Tolbert, because what you had was, again, watch the strength here. He's the pocket passer. Watch the pocket develop. Fortin, 65, just put the clamps on Tony Tolbert. Didn't allow him to get in. Gave Hebert lots of time and couldn't get the throw in.
Veteran Bill Bates into the secondary for Dallas on 3rd and 10. Atlanta. Go! Pritchard, touchdown!
Tim June Jones could not have drawn that up any better. Let's go through the sequence. First of all, Dallas comes in the blitz off the left side of Bobby Hebert. Instinctively, he rolls to his right. Now he finds his intended receiver, 35 Pritchard, who's very well covered right here. Yeah, great coverage by Woodson. Woodson goes for the pick. The concentration by Pritchard, 6 points Atlanta Falcons.
Perfect pass, beautiful catch. Atlanta beating up on Dallas. Lead Atlanta. Here's a team that's won 3 out of its last 4. The Cowboys, winners of 7 in a row atop the NFC East, but only a game ahead of the Giants. Play later against the Eagles. Dallas out.
This is why it's important for receivers to always run out your route. Look up here. Haynes drove his defender all the way into the corner of the end zone, and by knowing it's man-to-man, Pritchard has a lot of field to work with. Again, Darren Woodson, rather, goes for the interception, can't get it, 6 points. That's good coverage by Woodson, incidentally. He just took a chance and it didn't work out.
First down, Dallas at their own 25-yard line. Play action, Kozar, sideline, incomplete. And it was Darnell Walker on Alvin Harper knocking that ball loose.
Did you see at the end of that play? Doug Shively, the defensive coordinator, ran out into the field and was giving him high fives, slapping him into the head. This is a good matchup we talked about earlier. Watch the rookie, watch him driving the ball. See? Very, very nicely done.
Walker, who's 5'8", 165 pounds, maybe, against Harper, who's 6'3", 205-pounder. And that's the matchup that Dallas expected to do some business with, but he's a feisty kid. He's got 3 interceptions. The rookie out of Oklahoma. 2nd and 10. Little flare out for Emmitt Smith. Smith ridden out of bounds by Harper. Got about 3, maybe 4. Kenneth Gant, meanwhile, injured on that last play prior to this Dallas series and is being taken down to the locker room.
Tim, 25 minutes into this game, and the Dallas Cowboys have 1 first down. They have not gotten into sync. This Atlanta defense has been all over them. Everything they've wanted to do has worked. This is a big down right now for the Dallas Cowboys.
Darnell Walker wrapping up Emmitt Smith for no gain. There is a flag on the play. It appears to be against Dallas.
And that'll be declined because Darnell Walker has met the challenge today.
Holding number 79 offense. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
Deion Sanders doing the cheerleading.
He's also doing the covering. They have not tried him today. Michael Irvin. And I'm thinking if I'm a Dallas Cowboy, Tim, look, I don't care who's matching up on Michael Irvin. He's a guy who'll make something happen. Let's get the ball in his hands.
Atlanta's rush not giving Kozar a chance to get it to anybody downfield so far. Jet hits it for Dallas. from the 17, nearly blocked again by Tippins.
It's a mistake by Tony Smith.
Dallas rolled to Tony Smith. He'll be dropped at the 11-yard line.
Tim, if you're a returner in the National Football League, you don't let the ball hit the ground. You get up there and you make the catch because you just lost yourself 25 yards of field position.
Vanderbeek made the tackle on him there.
Bobby April, the special teams coach, is not a happy camper. He knows that ball's in the air and you're a returner, you've got to get under it and make the catch. Fair catch it if you have to, but don't let it roll like that.
They had a near block by Tippins, who twice has come very close. Instead, it turns into a Dallas good punt all the way down close to the 11 as Smith let it go by. So the Falcons will start from there, up 13-0 here with 3:15 remaining, first half. The Bears 17 of 25, 195 yards, and a touchdown to Pritchard. Atlanta has had the ball for 21 minutes and 27 seconds of this first half. Pegram, nearly 4. Well, Leon Lett and Everett made the tackle. Well, join us on Thanksgiving Day as CBS Sports will bring you an NFC Central matchup. The Bears and the Lions. A traditional game in Detroit. The NFL's leading rusher Barry Sanders. Pat Summerall and John Madden will call the action from the Silverdome. And our special holiday coverage begins with the NFL Today at 12 Eastern Time. While we are live in Atlanta, Georgia, you're looking at the Georgia Dome. Side of the Super Bowl coming up in January. 2nd and 7, Falcons. Pegram's got room on the corner. Good reaction by the Cowboys. Marion. Brock Marion, the rookie from Nevada, Reno, was in for Kenneth Gant. Gant, we told you, had to leave with that shoulder re-injured, a shoulder or an arm, it appeared.
That's their first charge.
And the Cowboys take a timeout with 2:22 left. Johnson's face showing a little more tension as the half has gone on here. Bernie Kosar checking out the playlist, no doubt. Kosar has just not been given an opportunity on the field, and when he's been out there, the Falcons defense has just shut everything down. Troy Aikman in uniform today.
Yeah, and I spoke with Troy before the game, and he said next week he said he's going to go. He says, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go, and if I tear the thing in half, I don't care, but I'm sick of standing on the sideline.
Hamstring bothering him, but he did throw some this week and is the emergency quarterback today. Pegram on third down, pardon me. Got maybe a yard.
That's Jerry Glanville again right there. Jerry Glanville said, we will come out with our 4 wides on 3rd down, but if you give us a look that we think we can run on, heck, I'm running a trap. Hey, I'd trap my grandmother if I could, and he just tried to trap inside. And we'll be right back at 13-0 Atlanta.
Kevin Williams waits for it for Dallas, signals fair catch at the 37. And Dallas will have 2:08 to make something happen here with good field position after a 47-yard punt.
Tim, these are the best records in the NFC, and I guess what we're looking at these for really is to see who can beat the Dallas Cowboys. Where's your competition going to come from? Well, I'll tell you, you can take this record right here and you put a question mark next to it, you know, with the Detroit Lions. Then you take San Francisco, and you know they are on a roll right now, and they'll be playing New Orleans Saints. I have a feeling that San Francisco is going to come out on that one. The Giants play as well as their competition, except when they play the Cowboys, they don't match up well with them. Minnesota, Sean Salisbury coming on, and Green Bay really is the team that I'm going to have a lot of interest in watching, because when they're playing well, they're a pretty good team.
Lions fans won't want to hear you writing them off, but I know what you're referring to is the fact that they've had the weakest schedule of that lot, compiling a 7-2 mark.
I like the Detroit defense, though, Tim.
Flags fly everywhere. Somebody moving on the Dallas offensive line.
Ball start. Number 79, offense. Before the snap.
That's Eric Williams.
We will warn the defense.
Tim, you remember at the beginning of the game, I mentioned to you that Bernie Kosar said he wanted to get the offense comfortable with his cadence. Now, what's happened is you get a new quarterback in. Troy Aikman comes up to the line of scrimmage, and his cadence everybody's used to. New guy comes in, he comes up, has a pause in a place they're not used to, then you start to get the jump.
Emmitt Smith said that was a bit of a problem last week. Kosar had time, a good coverage downfield, and he just has to slide back near the original line of scrimmage. Picked up about 5. It'll leave 2nd and 10 when we return at the 2-minute warning. Well, right at the timeout, Emmitt Smith spotted down on the field and is just now getting up. And we'll go back and take a look and see how he was hurt. Seems to be favoring his right leg.
Well, Tim, what happened is he ran into Pierce Holt, who was running a stunt with jumpy gathers inside. You're going to see the loop. Smith will step up, and he gets whacked right on the right side by Holt's knee. See this? Boom, right there. We will get an update for you and keep you posted what's going on. But that looks like it's a very ginger walk.
Sure is, and yet the impact in that picture was a little very difficult, really, to see where he was hit and what was hurt. But we will get you a report on Emmitt Smith. So all kinds of things going badly for Dallas in this first half here in Atlanta. They trail 13-0. 2 minutes remaining. They have the ball at their own 35-yard line. Derek Gaynor has come in to replace Emmitt Smith at the running back spot. Kosar intended for Harper, incomplete. The coverage by Melvin Jenkins.
Tim, remember we spoke about Norv Turner being nervous prior to the game because of all the adjustments that they had to make to the game plan. When you have Troy Aikman, you don't have to worry about the cadence. You don't have to worry about guys picking up the signals. And you also have that deep threat, and you know the ball's going to get there in a hurry. When Kosar comes in, you have to scale back the offense because you can't learn as many plays. And then you have to do and work to what your quarterback does well, which is an intermediate game. And so far, they've not gotten it on track.
3rd and 11, 3 wide receivers. Kevin Williams joining Harper and Irvin. Kosar flushed and intended for Williams, incomplete.
Yeah, Pierce Holt got the pressure on him. Kosar felt it. He had Williams open, just overthrew him. Watch 95, Pierce Holt, right here. He's going to go with the bull rush on another 320-pounder, Kevin Gogan. Now he has him on his heels. Work to the inside. He feels it. Comes back. Incomplete.
Atlanta's defense has been superb in this first half. Jet standing at his 20-yard line. Tony Smith back at the 20 of Atlanta. 1:51 to play. And a flag down. They have run out of time there. Delay of game called against Dallas. Well, coming up at halftime on the NFL Today halftime report, Reagan Terry will have all the scores and highlights, plus a look back at the Jets' shocking upset over the Baltimore Colts in Super Bowl III. They gather this weekend to celebrate the silver anniversary. Stay with us through halftime, and we'll bring you up to date on all of the other action around the league. And Smith on his feet at the sideline, but obviously still in some pain and some difficulty. They've already lost Kenny Gant, apparent arm or shoulder injury. Jets' second punt, and again he gets a good bounce, and Smith had to chase it down, and Smith gets out over the 16-yard line. And apparently it's his right quadricep, we're told, and it must have just been from that hard blow that in his collision with Pierce Holt.
Well, Tim, I'll tell you what happens on television. So television, you watch the game and it's on that little screen and it makes everything relative. But when you're down on the field, a little bump like it looks like to us is a collision, and you can see Emmitt Smith's face. I mean, not only is he disappointed, he knows that hurts.
Well, at the very least, it'll be a bruised leg. We would think if it's a quadricep muscle that took a real shot from a huge guy. Here's Holt.
Well, that's a tough guy, and it's got to be more than a bruise to get him running off with that little John Deere tractor.
Atlanta has a first down at their 16-yard line with 1:39 on the clock. Pegram running straight ahead. And look at that effort.
Boy, he's a tough guy. You can take Eric Pegram, in my opinion. Now, don't forget, he missed the first 2 games, and he's still up there in the leading rushers. You can take him, put him right in the Pro Bowl. I think that guy has to have an outstanding year.
He's certainly there with the guys that are up there with him, Sanders and Emmitt Smith. 2nd and 2. At least in terms of his productivity, and he has launched himself into the elite of the running backs, showing that he's got plenty of skill.
It's funny, I mentioned to you earlier, Tim, it's 10-10 now, Detroit Green Bay. I mentioned to you earlier, he used to be number 41, and he didn't like the number because his favorite player was Tony Dorsett, so he asked for 33.
He's from Dallas. Pegram stopped that time behind the line. Darren Woodson coming up to make the tackle. I'm counting down here in this first half. It has been a literally flawless first half performance by Atlanta.
And Tim, I think this is one of the games, if you would have asked me prior to the game what has to happen for Atlanta to win, this is what has to happen. First of all, they can have no mistakes. They have not. You have to be able to convert third down. They have. And Dallas has to be able to not play their best game, and they are not.
So Atlanta just going to let this clock wind down here and go happily to the locker room, having played an excellent first half, getting some boos from the Dallas fans that are in attendance here, and there's a goodly number of them. That's the end of the first half with the score: Atlanta 13, Dallas nothing.
CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League is sponsored by Oldsmobile. Burger King and its everyday.
20 years ago, when a little girl named Gayla Vaughn faced critical open heart surgery. As a United Way volunteer, I was there, and your contributions to the United Way helped make that life-saving operation possible. Over the past 20 years, the NFL United Way Great Moments Series has shown you how your contributions were working to help families and individuals here in Dallas. Through all those years, we've seen Gayla turn into a beautiful and talented young lady. And we saw all her dreams come true when she married Mike Denton. And now looking back over those 20 years, I want you to meet Gayla today. By the time you see the spot, Gayla will be a new mom.
Ball for 24 minutes and 13 seconds to only 5:47 for Dallas, and they are shutting out the Cowboys 13-0 here in Atlanta. We await the second half here at the Georgia Dome with the Falcons leading 13-0. Tim Ryan and Matt Millen here at the Georgia Dome, and the Falcons having the ball most of the first half, stopping Dallas cold, and now Dallas with Aikman already on the sidelines. Emmitt Smith goes down.
Well, you see, Tim, there's a big concern. Obviously, you know, they already proved that they can't win without Emmitt Smith. Now you're going to get the injury. Pierce Holt will be running this stunt and runs right into the right thigh. See this right here, point right there of Emmitt Smith. Now, what does that mean for the Dallas Cowboys? Well, you got Derek Lassick on the bench. You also have a big running back who they brought in, Lincoln Coleman, number 44, who they like. But most important, you're down by 13. You have not gotten your passing game going. You can see right here, 5 on 11, only 20 yards. You have not got your passing game going, and you now become one-dimensional. So they have a tough road to go, but they are defending Super Bowl champions, and this will be a fun position for them to be in, just to prove how good they really are.
The Cowboys also lost Kenneth Gant, who had been playing as a regular in the secondary against the Red Gun of Atlanta in the first half. He's gone with what is an apparent shoulder injury. Kevin Williams returning the kickoff from the Dallas 5. Closed off at the sideline by Jeff Donaldson.
Jeff Donaldson made the stop for Atlanta.
Tim, yeah, look, if you look at the halftime, look at this. 15 first downs to 1, 20 to 195, and then down here. See, the bottom line is the Dallas Cowboys offense has not been on the field, and the times they have been, they've been shut down right away.
Derek Lassick will be the running back for this opening series in the absence of Emmitt Smith, gone with a thigh injury. They start from their 15-yard line. There's number 25, the rookie from Alabama, who played the first 2 games as the starting running back when Smith was holding out. And Lassick on first down gets a couple and then is straightened up by Jesse Tuggle, number 58.
Well, Derek Lassick is going to see what it's like to come in after your big guy goes down. He already had a taste of that early at the beginning of the season, and he understands the offense. He knows how to read. But here's the thing now. He's had 7 games to watch a real professional know how to run that offense. So we'll see how he's gotten any better, if he's gotten any better at it.
He averaged 3.5 yards a carry in those first 2 games. Played quite well. He was not Emmitt Smith, but he did a good job for a rookie.
You know, yeah, you don't have Emmitt Smith back there, but we have a lot of talent, so let's use it.
First down, Cowboys at their 25. Opening series, second half. Irvin in motion. Lassick gets a good block, and he picks up 5 to the 30.
Boy, that's a good play right by Pierce Holt. He got into Nate Newton, got extension on him. Now, just when it looked like there was a big hole, Holt comes off the block. And that's the biggest thing in defensive line play. Watch 95 right here. He's going to get engaged on 61 Nate Newton. Now watch the hands. Now you look like there's a big hole. Now watch him disengage. Yeah, that's the difference between the National Football League and the rest of all football. The defensive linemen and linebackers get off the block to make plays.
Atlanta's been tough on the ground against opposing offenses these last several games. Kozar intended for Irvin, incomplete.
Tim, I'm going to tell you something. Jumpy Gathers is just abusing Nate Newton inside. I mean, this is a 300-pound guy. He's doing it again. Watch the matchup right here, 97 on 61. This is called the forklift. Watch how he gets under him, now just picks the guy up. Nate would have been thrown into the lap of Kozar had Darrell Johnston not been there to give him some help. That's one strong man right there, Jumpy Gathers.
Third down, the crowd getting into it here. Love to see the Falcons stuff them again. Kosar steps up away from the rush, can't find a man open downfield, and Kosar hit hard, dropped the ball. Kosar took quite a shot. Who's got the ball? Kosar had the first down. Tuggle put the lick on him.
Tim, he didn't lick him, he drilled him. That was a shot.
And it remains Dallas ball. It was Alvin Harper who came up with a loose ball. Now Jimmy Johnson saying, hey, we got the first down, go mark it properly.
Yeah, now watch, he doesn't have a chance to slide. I think he wanted to, but Jesse Tuggle beats him to the punch and just drills him. Now Gogan has a chance. Now you're a lineman, that's the wrong decision. The decision you make is fall on the ball. Don't try to pick it up. Watch the hit. Boom, ball's out. Now Gogan has a chance to get to it. Should have fell on it, and he didn't do it.
And Harper did not fall down at the marker as Jimmy Johnson hoped. They're short. And the ball rolled back where Harper recovered it. Tony Smith awaits the punt of John Jett. Jett standing at the Dallas 19. So the Falcons again stop the Dallas offense. Whistles and flags.
Tim, I think what's happened, they got the Dallas offense to jump.
False start before the snap.
Yeah.
Number 48, offense.
See what happened? They got Darrell Johnson to jump. And that's because the last 2 punts, Ken Tippett has been right up the middle and has really put pressure on. Now you know you got pressure inside. You have to be aware of him. He takes that little false step, makes you jump.
Johnson, you can see there, Jimmy Johnson there is that tension building in his face. They've had a delay on a punt. Now they've had a false start and 2 near blocks. So Atlanta has just been doing everything. Offense, right, defense, special teams. They've dominated the Super Bowl chance to this point. Long way to go. 12:04 remaining in the third quarter. Falcons have won 3 out of their last 4 after a horrendous 0-5 start. Smith hit right after he caught the ball. Good coverage by the Cowboys, and the first man, Vanderbeek, making the tackle. Will be the host of the Super Bowl, of course, next January, and that view comes to you from Airship Shamu, the SeaWorld blimp, measuring 194 feet in length. 67 feet tall. That's 2/3 the length of a football field and nearly 7 stories high, and it's floating around up there on this beautiful Georgia afternoon. First down for the Falcons inside the dome at the 31-yard line. They lead the Cowboys 13-0. Hebert 17 of 25 in the first half. Pegram gets close to 6 yards.
Tough yard too.
Pegram
I'm going to show you. Right at the end of that play, Chris Hinton took Ken Norton and put him all the way into the sidelines. Chris Hinton is really playing well. Beginning of the season, when I watched film of Chris Hinton, I said, gee, Chris, it might be time to pack it in, buddy. The legs aren't coming with you. You're not getting out in the backers. Now, I turned around and watched the film the last 3 games this weekend, and Chris Hinton is playing like the Chris Hinton of old. Legs are under him, big, strong guy, and he really is aggressive.
11-year veteran at 32 years of age out of Northwestern. Second, a long 4. Pegram, who had 41 yards in the first half, is stopped right at the line as Russell Maryland got underneath people to put the grab on him.
Well, Tim, you're going to watch where Eric Krieger likes to run, and here's where it is right here. See, mostly to the center and to the right, and the reason is simple. That's the strength of the offensive line of the Atlanta Falcons. That's where Chris Hinton, 75, is Jamie Dukes in the middle, and also Whitfield to the right, their strongest run-blocking group. He starts in the middle, and then he'll break it anywhere. He uses his vision, but where they like to go to is the right side of that offensive line.
They've got a 3rd down and 4. Dallas needs a good defensive play here. Hebert gets it up. It's complete to Pritchard. Pritchard has the first down yardage to the 46-yard line.
Tim, they've been winning the battle in the run game. Bob Whitfield 70 and 75 hit. But I got to tell you, Tony Tolbert, 92 right here, he is clearly winning the pass game on Whitfield. Watch how fast he gets to the corner. Look at that. Fake to the inside like he's going with an arm under, came back over the top. Has the pressure, but again, Hebert has the presence to find Pritchard. Pritchard has the presence to get the first down.
At the 46-yard line of Atlanta, a 13-0 lead here early in the second half. 9:47 to go in the third. Detroit has gone on top of Green Bay in that battle in the NFC Central. Play action. Hebert has the tight end. Mitch Lyons post to a first down.
See, remember in the first quarter rather, when they faked to Pegram, they came all the way back, and then they ran the naked with Hebert all the way across. They threw the Pritchard for the first down. Well, this time what they're doing is they're running the waggle. They don't bring Hebert all the way out in the roll. They pull him up over the tackle, let Lyons give Tolbert a shot, sneak out into the flat.
Nice looking play. We've seen tremendous variety from June Jones.
He is on a roll.
The offensive coordinator of Atlanta, and perfectly executed to this point by Bobby Hebert, sore elbow and all. Second down and 2. 46-yard line of Dallas. Pegram has to take it outside. He has the first down. Flags fly. It'll be a face mask likely on Kevin Smith.
Eric Pegram is some kind of football player. And they started to the middle right of that offensive line. Now you just use your eyes if you're a running back. Nothing there, bounce it outside, get the first down.
There's also a flag on the far side of the field, Matt. So there was a second penalty, and Bob McElwee, the referee, will sort it out. First one may be against Atlanta.
We have a 5-15 situation, illegal shift on the offense, and a 15-yard face mask foul on the defense. By rule, you go back to the previous spot and enforce the 15-yard face mask.
That's right.
15 yards. First.
Yeah, that's new this year, Tim. We ran into it again last week. You go to the 15-yard. That's the old 5-15, he says. You're going to watch at the end. Pegram gets to the corner. Now watch Smith with his hands. He catches the face mask. But Pegram's a tough guy. Look at the straight arm. Boy, I like that kid. Tough shot. Look at Doug Shively right there. Look at that. Pointing it out. Hey, there's a face mask. It's funny. Everybody becomes an official.
To stop this drive as Atlanta continues to dominate. Pegram. And not much there. Tolbert and Casillas, the former Falcon, number 75, in on the tackle. Tony Casillas happy to come back in here. Wanted to show his Super Bowl ring to his former coach here, Jerry Glanville. They didn't exactly hit it off when Casillas was a Falcon, and that's why he's a Cowboy.
Well, you could see his exuberance for stopping the Falcons on that play. Charles Haley came over, pushed him, yelled at him, told him to shut his mouth. Now they take him out of the game, but Casillas is playing pretty well today.
Gain of a long yard on the play. 2nd and 9. They go to the shotgun. And it's to Haynes.
Oh, what a block by
Haynes. Drops the ball, but out of bounds. It's a first down, Atlanta.
Boy, Charles Haley came clean of the whistle right up the middle to Hebert. Hebert stayed right on Haynes to the screen. Then Haynes was patient enough to use Hinton to get him free. Now watch Haley come underneath. Comes unblocked. Hebert knows where he has to go with the ball. On the other end of the ball, watch Chris Hinton, 75. See, he's coming. Haynes sees him. Boink. Boy, that's very, very well done. Another good block right there by Bob Whitfield. That's the 3rd time they've run the screen, and the 3rd time it's been done flawlessly, Tim.
And they have a first down at the 19-yard line. Falcons threatening again. Open in the flat is Drew Hill, and he gets 8. Larry Brown pushed him out. The old veteran, Drew Hill.
Yeah, it's funny. Drew Hill and Mike Pritchard are 2 receivers in this Falcon offense that can get lost. You got Haynes and Ryan, and you see the speed, the great quickness, and all of a sudden you look up, and again, there's Pritchard with the big catch, Drew Hill keeping the thing going. You know, you have to have a catch. There's Drew Hill out in the flat, gets his first down. He's got 4 receptions already for 40 yards. And I guarantee you, at the end of the day, you look through the film and you say, boy, Drew Hill came up with some big receptions.
Georgia Tech man, 37 years old now in his 14th year, and still an important contributor. 2nd and 2, play action. In the end zone. Oh! What a catch!
Unbelievable!
Second touchdown of the day for Pritchard. His second brilliant catch.
That is the epitome of the kinesthetic sense. Body part awareness.
So what?
Kinesthetic. Watch this guy. The ball is thrown behind him. Pritchard's body is moving to the right, and he'll come back to make this catch. Look at this. Boy, that is beautiful. Take that play, package it, put it right on the highlight film, because we are going to watch it.
Johnson, for the point after, was kinetically correct as well with that. 6:38 to go. The Falcons are putting a ripping on the Cowboys.
Brock Marion right here is the rookie in for Kenneth Gant. Here's the coverage. You got man, man, man with a safety free in the middle. Now, Brock Marion turns his coverage over, and Pritchard finds the hole in the middle. He realizes mistake right there, tries to catch up, but it's too late because Pritchard had made an unbelievable catch.
There's Mike Pritchard, his second touchdown catch of the day, and a 20-0 Atlanta lead as Johnson will kick it off. Kevin Williams hit at the 23-yard line. Jeff Donaldson on the tackle. And we have 6:28 to go in the third. Atlanta leading and a shutout. Of the Dallas Cowboys talking over what Bobby Hebert has been doing to them. And the Cowboys injury report, not good right now. Troy Aikman, of course, out with his hamstring. Emmitt Smith left in the second quarter with a bruised quadricep muscle on his right leg, a collision with Pierce Holt. Kenneth Gant re-dislocated his shoulder, so the special teamer, who has also been playing in the secondary against the Red Gun, is gone for the rest of the day. And Nate Newton is out with a knee injury. Derek Lassick hard running for the Cowboys and a first down to the 35-yard line. Scott Case on the tackle. John Giesick, number 63, has replaced Nate Newton at left guard. We'll try and find out if Newton will be back.
Tim, a nice job by the three inside people, Stepnoski, Giesick, 63, and Gogan. They turned Lassick loose right up the middle. Very well blocked.
The Falcons, Jerry Glanville, their coach, saying they needed a big event early in the game. Well, their big event was primarily keeping the ball away from Dallas. They've had it for 30 minutes of this game so far. But Lassick running hard is another first down. Harper on the tackle.
Well, it's the second play in a row. You're going to just blow Lassick right up the middle. Watch the blocking by Gogan, 66. Right there, 71, 2-A. And Johnston right in the middle with a big block on Jesse Tuggle. That springs Lassick right up the middle. Another first down.
And I guess in the event category for Atlanta, the loss of Emmitt Smith to the Cowboys in this game with the thigh injury. Jimmy Johnson told us that he was afraid something ugly might happen out here today. And Atlanta so far has just kept the ball away from the Cowboys, but they're moving it now. Michael Irvin makes the grab for a gain of about 5, his first catch of the afternoon.
And I was wondering when that was going to happen. I don't care how much you want to match up Deion Sanders or any cornerback on Michael Irvin. This guy is just like his nickname said. He's a playmaker. When you get the ball to his hand, something good happens. So you better find a way to get the ball into his hand. And with one reception today in the middle of the third quarter, that's not good.
And he's got a sore ankle that's been bothering him, but he'll be the first guy to go to offensive coordinator Norv Turner and say, I'm open, get me the ball. Second and a long 5. This is Lassick, he's got a hole. Good running by the rookie, and another first down, Dallas.
Yeah, this is good. Hey, I like this. Dallas Cowboys are coming out and saying, look, we're not going to panic. We're going to run the football. We do it well. We like our matchup of our offensive line on your defensive line. Let's give the ball to the rookie and see what happens. So far, what is happening is 3 consecutive first downs.
Atlanta had the 2 pass rushers in there, Gathers and Chuck Smith, and they went to Smith's side on that play on the run, and it paid off. First down at the 41-yard line. Mo Gardner and Mel Agee have returned now. Agee, the second-year man from Illinois, who's replacing the injured Mike Gann, and gone for the season. And Kosar hit the official.
Heck, that was Dennis Riggs. He was wide open.
He was wide open, but he dropped the ball.
Oh, what a stiff. The guy needs a lot more practice. You're going to play in the bigs, Riggsy. Let me tell you right here. See this guy? He's wide open. Kosar sees him beautifully and throws it right to him. Look at that. Oh, Riggs, that's terrible. That's like a 0% grade right there. That's terrible.
Well, we think Johnston might really have been the intended receiver. So if that's the case, we'll let the official off the hook. Second down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Kosar deep drop this time. Goes off to Lassick. Lassick hit from behind, but squirts forward for a gain of about 7. And it was Lester Archambault, the right defensive end, coming back to get him.
But Tim, what you're seeing right now from the Atlanta Falcons, though, is confidence. And when a team is not winning, that's another thing that you see. You don't see any confidence. When a team starts to play with confidence, you see plays like Lester Archambault there. Ball's thrown out in the flat. He's made a big push inside. He turns around, and he gets all the way back outside and makes a tackle to force a third down.
Well, I think everybody thought Atlanta would be off to a better start this year with their free agent acquisitions, but they struggled mightily, went 0-5. They've been a much better team the last month. On third down and 5, Kosar steps up deep to the corner, and it is cut. Alvin Harper rolling in. Did he get into the end zone? No, he stopped at the 1.
Tim, I think they're going to call offensive pass interference.
There is a flag down.
Yeah,
there is a flag.
And Alvin Harper knows that he's following the officials coming in. See
Number 66 is reporting.
I guess it could have gone either way, and they gave it. to defense.
Well, Clark never looked back for the ball.
Right.
And that's the key there. He didn't look back. Of course, the receiver had to look back because the ball was hanging up there. So that's a good call. And the Cowboys are first and goal at the 1. Lassick is stopped. Mo Gardner, number 67.
If you're a defender right now for the Atlanta Falcons, and Dallas Cowboys come out in I formation, that really defines what's going to happen. You're going to get play action in the pass game, or you're going to follow Darryl Johnson to the football. And if you're reading your keys, Johnson will take it to the ball.
Loss of about a half a yard. Spotted just inside the 2. Lassick.
Good defense by Tracy Eaton. What a nice hit. Lassick out in the flat. Is square to the line of scrimmage. Has to just get his head in there. Eaton comes over the top and gets a nice shot on it.
Lassick made a good catch. Eaton came a long way to cut him off. 3rd and goal. No gain. Virtually the same spot. Maybe he got a length of a football.
Tim, let's see what they did last week. They went with the play action out of I, which they have, as he called the timeout. And they rolled out and hit Novacek underneath. You're looking at the offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys, Norv Turner, and it's decision time. And I think what you'd like to see here is, first of all, you give your quarterback an option. You don't want to keep him just sitting in the pocket where he has to make the throw. You let him use his legs to buy him some time. Admittedly, that is not one of Kozar's strong suits. And second, I got to think that this is 4-down situation. You need 3 scores, 3 touchdowns, so you're going to use the 4th down to score.
Lassick. No. Jesse Tuggle.
Tim, that surprises me. I'm thinking you've got to give your quarterback an option. Let him use his legs, stretch the defense. Instead, he gives it to Lassick. They will try to stretch the defense going this way and allow Lassick to come back underneath. It doesn't happen. Good defense right here. You can see Pierce Holt makes the play, doesn't make the tackle, but Pierce Holt makes the play by knocking off 2-8.
4th down.
That's what I was looking for. Wainwright for the score, but Tim, there's a flag down.
Flag on the play, Scott Galbraith.
Touchdown is good.
The touchdown
Personal
will
foul,
count.
roughing the passer, number 90 defense. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Tim, that's the play that I was looking for. You go with the play action, you buy some time, you let Bernie give the half roll, let your receivers stretch the defense, give him time to see everybody, and find Galbraith in the end zone.
Scott Galbraith, activated this week, a free agent signed from the Cleveland Browns, 6'2", 255-pounder. They signed him because they have 2 tight ends on injured reserve. Alfredo Roberts and Jim Price, who went on last week. They'd acquired him from the Rams when Roberts went down. And they activated Galbraith over Joey Mickey, the rookie from Oklahoma. So Galbraith finds himself with a big touchdown here at the Georgia Dome. Another Belichick alumnus hits pay dirt. Matt Millen at the Georgia Dome. The Cowboys finally on the scoreboard. Atlanta shut out the Rams last week, and they had a 20-0 game going against the Super Bowl champs. But the Cowboys went 77 yards in 11 plays, and Scott Galbraith, a reserve tight end, special teamer, got the pass from Kosar, and they try the onside kick, and it looks like Dallas may have it.
What a gutsy call by Jimmy Johnson. What a call.
Well, the usual rugby scrum. We'll wait and see who's got it. There's one signal indicating Atlanta.
Boy, I like that. You know, Jimmy Johnson told me last night He thinks the problem
Dallas ball
with the coaches in this league is they're afraid to fail. Well, right there, he just hung his guts out on the line and said, look, I'm going to roll the dice, and he came up big.
Eddie Murray's onside kick. Recovered by Dallas.
Well, he catches everybody off guard. They don't have their hands team on. Now, ball comes off right there. Now it's anybody's ball, one that Dallas comes up with.
Bill Bates, I believe, which should come as no surprise, one of the scrappier Dallas Cowboys in the history of the franchise. Diving in there at risk of life and limb.
Donaldson had a chance to get it, bounced off his chest, came up, and Bill Bates, if there's a loose ball, Bates is going to find it.
So Dallas with the ball at the Atlanta 34-yard line. Lassick gets away, and then is racked up just over the line of scrimmage.
Well, we're going to see good football right now. I can start to feel it in the stadium. You know, the crowd senses, too, that Dallas is starting to get an upper hand. So you got to make a definitive stand right here if you're the defense. And, you know, funny thing, the last time the Cowboys were on offense was a touchdown. And on that touchdown, the biggest playmaker was the guard, Kevin Gogan. They lined him up as a tight end, and they ran him down inside, and he blocked everybody off, allowed Gabbert to come clean and score the touchdown.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter with the score. The Atlanta Falcons 20, the Dallas Cowboys 7. Our coverage will continue after this message from your local station. You're watching the NFL.
Tim, what I was just talking about is right here, number 66, Kevin Gogan. He makes the play. Scott Galbraith will be at the top and come all the way across. Watch Gogan with the pick, and that enables Galbraith to come across. See right there, folks. See, Gogan bumps off Case. That allowed Galbraith for the touchdown.
First down, Dallas following that onside kick recovery. Kosar for Harper, and a good play by Darnell Walker. Boy, that feisty rookie jumping up there over the taller man to knock it away.
Boy, Walker has met the challenge.
There's a flag down on the far side of the field. And Atlanta looks like they may be called for a penalty off the ball. The other rookie, Roger Harper, is upset. He may be the man who is the culprit. Jerry Glanville's out on the field to get a closer word from the officials.
But Tim, regardless of the call, Darnell Walker had an outstanding play right there and has played well today.
The ball is tipped. There is no DPI. No defensive pass interference because the ball is tipped.
No
DPI.
DPI. Well, you're getting it all here, inside jargon here.
Yeah, you got the 5-15, you know.
No defensive pass interference. You got the 5 and 15. Sounds like a police radio.
Watch Darnell Walker, 45. He really plays this well. When you're man-to-man, you keep your eyes on the receiver. When he reaches for the ball, you reach. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful.
Great
6'3" versus 5'9" and 5'9" wins.
No defensive pass interference. Walker playing with a bad knee has played very well indeed. Remember the Falcons without Darian Connor, their regular right side linebacker. He is inactive today because he was facing a DUI charge here in Atlanta. And Jerry Glanville, his coach, has him off the roster until things are resolved. 3rd and 9. Kosar, deep sideline, complete to Harper. They got Harper over on the Sanders side, and he had plenty of room for a first down at the Atlanta 20.
Well, nicely done by Harper. When they caught him in the zone, he drove Sanders off the ball, hooked up for the first down, cut, made it look very simple.
Cowboys. Kosar, a little low, a little wide.
Well, they said they were going to keep going to that, Tim, all game long, and they have been true to their word.
Chuck Smith and Jumpy Geathers, the pass rushers, come in onto the down 4 for Atlanta here now on 2nd and 10 from the 20. Smith number 90, Geathers number 97. Lassick and Johnson in the backfield for Dallas, 2 wide receivers. Kosar up the middle for the tight end Novacek, and he makes a good catch in traffic. Jesse Toggle put the hit on him. Novacek held on. Picked up about 7.
Well, Tim, I was looking forward to a big matchup right here between Deion Sanders, 21, and Irvin. And today, Deion Sanders has won this battle. And there's nowhere to throw the football. He's been all over him. The only time he's caught his pass, Irvin's caught his pass, has been zone, and it's been for 5 yards.
Mo Gardner, Melady back into the lineup on the front for Atlanta. Kosar, 13 of 23 now, has a 3rd and 2. Play action. First down, Dallas.
Here they come, Tim. And that's why the Dallas Cowboys are the champions of this league. You're down 20 to nothing. You're going into the third quarter. You come up with your touchdown rather. Then you come back with the onside kick. You're not afraid to make the call. You're not afraid to take some chances. And then you bring your guy in Kosar, who's not a good runner. He has to make the play, and he makes it.
Kosar looks like a stork when he takes off running out there. Still knows where the marker is and has enough to get there for the first down. And the Falcons take a timeout. 13:06 to go, regulation time. We'll be back at the Georgia Dome. It's 20 to 7.
Introducing the all-new 1994 two-door Camry Coupe. Any guesses where we got the idea? The new Toyota Camry Coupe, developed and built in America.
Hurry to McDonald's Holiday Film Festival, featuring the classic Charlotte's Web, unbelievably priced at just $5.99 when you buy any large sandwich. Or get the hit Ghost.
Yes!
Or the Addams Family.
Showtime!
Or Wayne's World. Just $5.99 each when you buy any large sandwich.
No way.
You can see these new movies at theaters and own the originals. But hurry, because these values will be gone in a flash. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Hey, the Miss Perfect pageant.
Yeah.
We're watching hockey.
Hockey.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Miss Perfect Face-Off.
Okay, Bob, Miss Georgia goes to the corner. She pays the price. Here's the puck coming loose. The shot. She scores!
Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything.
Oh, that'll be sashing. 2 minutes for Miss Congeniality.
Bad call.
Good beer.
Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
First and goal. Kosar batted down by Chuck Smith. Flag down at the line of scrimmage. Chuck Smith, the second-year man from Tennessee. Signal against Atlanta. An offside call, the preliminary signal.
Offside, defensive left side. Half the distance, first down.
Might have been a reason why Smith was able to get in so quickly and the hand up. They just called it the left side. That's where he came from. They'll march it inside the 5 and mark it at the 4, just between the 4 and 5 yard line. First and goal now inside the 5 for the Cowboys. Down by 13. Great play from behind by Lester Archambault.
That's the second play Archambault has made on pure effort, Tim. Number 92, Lester Archambault, right at the top. See if he's going to come all the way down inside. Now, this is a tough kid. Now, the Classic has some speed. Archambault has some of his own, and he makes the tackle.
Archambault, the 4-year man from Stanford, he's in the spot normally occupied by Rick Bryan, gone for the year with an Achilles injury, and Tim Green, who would have been the second man there, in fact was a starter early in the season. He's gone with a knee injury. Second and goal from the 6. Kosar complete, but good coverage on Lassick. Jesse Solomon stops him in his tracks.
Boy, there's a player, Jesse Solomon, that you are not going to get any tricks on. He knows he's inside the 10-yard line, and he's manned up. He's not going to let you get any kind of separation. He's got to be right on top of you. He's one of the players in this league, Kim, who really, really understands the game. I love
Cowboy.
him. Yeah, I love him.
Played briefly for the Cowboys. Played for Minnesota. Came out of college as a free agent. Made the Vikings. Clark, Eaton, and Jenkins now into the secondary on the third down play. Outside flush. Touchdown. Flag down. Kosar made it to the end zone marker.
That's going to be a hold on Michael Irvin.
And it is against Dallas.
Irvin was trying to get open, Tim. He was in the corner of the end zone. And he saw Kosar coming, so he turned and blocked. Got his hands caught inside, and they called him.
How about this running quarterback, Bernie Kosar?
Holding, number 88, offense. 10 yards, third down.
Yeah, the running quarterback of Bernie Kosar, what he is a gamer. The guy knows how to play the game. Now he knows he has a chance right there at the end. You didn't quite see Irvin with the hold. But it was on the first guy, I think it was on Walker, and he had turned to try to block Walker, got his hands caught in there. Referee's right on top of him.
Take the points off the board, make it third down and goal from the 11. Kosar for Darrell Johnston. Jenkins is there. They stung him at the 5.
Nice defense.
It's fourth down.
That brings up fourth, and if you're a Dallas Cowboy, if you're Norv Turner, you're going to go for it. You still have 2 touchdowns to go. You got to get 7 points on both of them. Now watch, number 88, Michael Irvin. See, right on Darnell Walker. See, get in there. See how the hand's right in there. See that hold? He tried to get away with one. He didn't quite get it. The official was right on top of it. Good call.
It's fourth and goal on the 6. Dallas will go.
All League is sponsored by Toyota, maker of the all-new 2-door Camry Coupe, built in America and every bit of Camry. Hewlett-Packard DeskJet and LaserJet printers. McDonald's, what you want is what you get at McDonald's today. And by MobileLink Cellular Service, it's simply the way to communicate.
Well, I think that speaks for itself. Some jubilation here in Atlanta.
I thought Shamu was upstairs overhead.
Today at 4:30 Eastern, following football on CBS. Matt's going to stay riveted to the screen.
Can hardly wait.
Sharp shootout.
Yes, sir. Hit that ball and walk after.
Second 5 from the 10. Atlanta leading 20-7. 9:52 to go. Pegram escapes. Leon Lett nearly had him in the backfield, and he got out to the 15 and should have a first down.
Leon Lett blew up the field, had a chance to get a hand on him, but that's why Eric Pegram is the kind of back he is. Escapability. And he got away from it. He wasn't a lucky stiff. He was escapability.
I knew you'd come to that escapability at some point.
And I tell you that, and he comes up with a big chance to have a first down here. Eric Pegram is right about the 70-yard mark. He's had an outstanding day.
They are going to measure. And they got it. Big first down for the Falcons. Bobby Hebert, 22 of 30, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a very sore elbow.
And most important, no turnovers for the Falcons.
No turnovers. There hasn't been a turnover in this game by either team, obviously. Pegram. 5 more for Eric Pegram. Darren Smith on the tackle. This game presented by authority of the National Football League, and this CBS telecast intended for the private use of their audience and for rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of CBS and the Falcons and the National Football League is prohibited. Pegram now has 75 yards, Matt, on 25 carries. He is a legitimate workhorse. Darrell Johnston on the Dallas bench, hoping to get back on the field and try to help out his running back, Derek Lassick, in the absence of Emmitt Smith, down with an injury. Big play on the corner. Pegram nowhere to go. That is Charles Haley.
There's Charles Haley. Now that is one player, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best understanding defensive players in the league. Watch him, number 94. Watch how he plays. He's almost flawless. He'll make sure he has his outside free and then come off. Now, he has played Mike Ken for a lot of years because he was in San Francisco. When I played with Charles Haley, I found Charles Haley to probably be the most complete, understood player on the team as far as the defense was concerned. He had an understanding, working knowledge of everything.
3rd and 6. They go to the shotgun. Hebert gets time and hits his man. It'll be short of the first down. Pritchard nailed immediately by Brock Marion, number 31. And that rookie from Nevada, Reno, is in there for the injured Kenneth Gant.
Well, Brock Marion, except for the touchdown, which was an unbelievable catch by Pritchard, has played pretty well, Tim. And he's come in, and they've asked him to do some things that he's not real familiar with, and he's gotten the job done.
Took a hard hit on Pritchard, who was helped out by backup Falcon quarterback Billy Joe Tolliver. Harold Alexander into punt, standing at the 5. Back for it is Kevin Williams, the 35 of Dallas. 7-10 and counting down, 4th quarter. Dallas showing rush here.
They're coming after it.
Good protection. Alexander's punt taken at the 38 by Williams. And he goes out at the 43-yard line, forced out by Ron George. So good field position for Dallas after a 38-yard punt. 43. Kosar, the quarterback, to the injured Troy Aikman. Question. Had to throw it away, and that will not, well, let's see. Are they going to call him? Kosar, I'm sure, felt that he was outside the tackle, outside the area that he should be able to offload.
The ball was short of the line of scrimmage. Short of the line of scrimmage is a foul.
It was thrown into the ground and not toward the line of scrimmage enough.
Yeah, well, here's the key, right? That's where the tackles are. Now, he's got to be able to get outside of it. You know what? I think he was outside of it.
No, but the call is that he didn't get it far enough toward the line of scrimmage. You must throw the ball forward.
He was throwing it towards the line of scrimmage.
If you just down it right in front of you, well, that's what Bob McElwee just explained here.
I think Bob McElwee blew it.
Tough call.
I think I got to get into the officiating business here, too. I don't know.
I'd love to see you in those stripes. 2nd down at the 33-yard line. $20 to go. Kosar sends Johnston in motion. Intended for Lassick, incomplete, and he's nailed by Archambault as he let it go.
Tim, he gave up on looking on down the field, and he looked for Lassick all the way, and Archambault came right up the middle. Watch number 92. He's going to come straight up, and you're going to see he's going to be looking. See, here comes right underneath. Finds Lassick. Archambault, Lester Archambault's really played a good game himself, Tim. A couple of guys have really answered the bell. Archambault's come to play. Darnell Walker, the rookie, has come to play.
Third down and 20. Kosar gets some time. It's Gaynor. Derek Gaynor, number 39, is nailed at the 40-yard line by Tuttle and Case. Fourth down. Cowboys will punt. 6:22 remaining. Just to follow up on that rule, which I just happen to have here in front of me from the league ruling, it will not be called if the pass lands near or beyond the line of scrimmage, provided he's out of the pocket, facing an imminent loss of yardage. And he didn't get it close enough to satisfy Bob McElwee.
Good, because I didn't want to go in the officiating business anyway.
I don't think you were going to get an invitation somehow. Jet hits it from the 31. Good punt. Bearcat signal. Smith at the 15.
Well, Tim, to this point in the game, the biggest play that the Atlanta Falcons have come up with has been the hold by Michael Irvin. You're going to watch him down the end. Now, he's trying to block Darnell Walker. Watch his left hand. He sees Kosar scrambling, and he gets caught right there.
Kosar made it to the marker. You saw the touchdown signal up, wiped out by the holding penalty against Michael Irvin. With the point after would have brought them to 2014. Instead, it remains 20-17. Atlanta ball, first down at their 15.
That's a tough call of Michael Irvin because, you know, he's given the effort. He wants to make the block. He knows what he has to do. He just got caught.
Bobby Hebert, 23 of 31, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns. A brilliant day for Hebert, regardless of what the final outcome is. He has not had a turnover by either team. Pegram gets about 4. Tony Casillas made the tackle. Well, we want to remind you about Thanksgiving Day coming up this week. An NFC Central matchup. We'll see the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And, of course, Barry Sanders of the Lions, Pat Summerall, and John Madden will be at the Silverdome to call our special holiday coverage. And it all begins with the NFL today at 12 noon Eastern Time. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Tim, I can't wait to see who's going to get Madden's turkey leg. I think last year they had one of those freak turkeys with about 5 legs.
Second down and 6.
Well, they're going to miss it.
.455 remaining. Atlanta, winners of 3 of their last 4 games after their 0-5 start, took them out of the playoff picture immediately. But it is a first down.
82 yards for Eric Pegram. He has had a brilliant day, and the coaching staff knows it. They thought he was capable of it. It was just a question of time in Jerry Glanville's mind when he was going to be comfortable with the whole scheme, and it's obvious that he's comfortable.
128 yards rushing last week against the Rams. He's had 300-yard days.
Doug Shively is the defensive coordinator of this team, but right today they should give him a couple pom-poms because he has been cheering his rear end off on the sideline.
He might get the turkey leg award early. First down at the 25, Atlanta. Pegram takes it outside. Good tackle, or he would have had more yardage. Darren Woodson got a hand on his foot.
Yeah, that could have been a big one. Darren Woodson made a big play.
Darren Woodson made a stop for Cowboys.
Now, if this game goes the way it's going, Tim, we're going to have to give an award out, and it's going to go to Bobby Hebert because we know how painful that elbow is, and he has just been unbelievable today.
Sure has. The numbers we counted not too long ago, 23 of 31 passing, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he's taken several good shots, although they have basically given him excellent protection today. Much improved offensive line performance this last month. Second and long 5. Pegram again. Dallas stacks him up. About maybe a yard. Tolbert first contact, and Brock Marion coming up to help.
That's their second charge timeout. 40-second timeout.
Well, Tim, Dallas has taken their timeout right here. And what Jimmy Johnson is trying to do, they got the big third down. Now you have to win this third down. We get the ball back. We have to score pretty quick. You only have 4 minutes remaining, and then another onside kick for another score.
Dallas, remember the problems that they have faced here with personnel today, starting without Troy Aikman, second week in a row. They lose Emmett Smith in the second quarter to a thigh injury. They've lost Nate Newton and Kenneth Gant as well. 3 starters out. And a team that is trying to stay ahead of the New York Giants. Giants play the Eagles in a 4 o'clock Eastern time start. And a Dallas loss and a Giant win would move them into a tie in the NFC East.
Tim, I got to be honest with you, though. Emmett Smith, and you see the injuries right there, the biggest one being Emmett Smith. But Emmett Smith is not the reason why they're losing this game today. The reason is they have not been able to stop the offense of the Atlanta Falcons.
That's it.
Eric Pegram has had a big day. They have not been good on third down, the Dallas defense. And now their only chance they're going to have is to be big on third down. So we're going to see.
Deion Sanders has come in on this third down play offensively for Atlanta. He loves these opportunities. He's in the 4 wideout. And they go to him. Sanders got away.
That could be 6. That is 6, Tim. He's high stepping from the 35-yard line. Oh, boy. Bobby Hebert knew he had Deion Sanders manned up. You know there's no one who can run with him. He took advantage of it, and once Sanders had to step, Tim, he was high-stepping from about the 35-yard line in.
It was Darren Woodson that he got away from and sprinted down the sideline. Sanders can't resist a little bit of showboating. You know he's going to high-step in that circumstance. Whatever his personality flaws might be, these Atlanta Falcons teammates absolutely love this guy. What a spark he's provided since joining them from the Braves. Without Sanders, they went 0-5. They are 3-1 with him and about to go 4-1.
Tim, the pattern was very basic. Sanders was just going to come here, and he's just going to come out and get the first down. Now you're going to watch Darren Woodson, 28, break on him underneath. Once he misses this, everybody's locked up in man coverage. Now watch, right there, right around the 35, 40-yard line, he goes into his Broadway act, and that's 6 points.
70 yards. The touchdown play. 3 touchdown passes for this guy.
Tim, Bobby Hebert. Now it's not quite Thanksgiving, but I've got to give Bobby Hebert my turkey sandwich. And that's as close as he's going to get to Madden's turkey leg, but he has had a tremendous day.
The courageous Cajun Bobby Hebert with his very sore elbow tendonitis. They haven't found a painkiller that'll help him deal with it, so he's been playing with pain, but he's not feeling a thing right now except plenty of Thanksgiving joy. 24 of 32, 315 yards and 3 touchdowns. .51 remains to play. Champion Cowboys with a 7-2 mark to stay ahead of the Giants. Johnson kicks a high short one. Fair caught by Vanderbeek. That's his second fair catch of the kickoff today. Emmett Smith in his civvies on the sideline with that bruised quadricep muscle. Collision with Pierce Holt in the second quarter.
That's the one right there. He got his right quad. Holt ran into it, and as soon as he got hit, he knew it. Boy, there's an impressive one, Tim, for the Atlanta Falcons. That's the first fourth quarter touchdown since the first week against the Washington Redskins.
Ernie Kosar and the Cowboys at the 24-yard line. to go. 27-7 the score. Atlanta on top. Kosar for Darrell Johnston. Johnston runs over a few Falcons, has a first down at the 40-yard line. Sanders and Case finally bring him down. Well, we've had Airship Shamu on top of the city of Atlanta tonight, bringing us today's aerial shots. Shamu blimp also aids in marine mammal research for SeaWorld, and great to have him along with us today. Novacek, incomplete.
Well, there's Shamu. I went to see Shamu with the kids. It didn't look like that. He was in water.
This is Ariel's version. So that Shamu gets around.
The offensive game plan that Norv Turner, the coordinator for the Cowboys, wanted to get in today was going to be to feature Alvin Harper and take advantage of the rookie Walker, and it never just came to fruition.
Atlanta kept the ball for most of the first half. That was really the story of the game. Kosar going deep and overthrows Alvin Harper. Well, you know, there were some skeptics last week because the first long ball Kosar threw as a Cowboy was short of his target. And so some of those who thought, well, maybe he can't throw the long ball anymore. Maybe he does have diminished skills, which was the big phrase out of Cleveland. They let him go. But he shows he's got some arm strength there.
He can throw the football. It's a different kind of throw than, say, Troy Aikman. Now, Troy Aikman throws that deep ball. It never gets higher than about 7 or 8 yards off the surface. When Kosar throws the ball, he's got to put a little bit more air under it and let the guys run under it.
3rd and 10, Dallas. Up the middle, complete. Novacek for a first down. The tight end makes the catch at midfield. Novacek.
But he doesn't have to hang his head.
No, I don't know it would have been any different if Aikman were playing today. Atlanta just kept the ball away from Dallas in the first half. That was the key, taking their 13-0 lead. They simply didn't let the Cowboys have the ball, and they've played inspired both ways today. Full credit to the Falcons. 2nd and 10. Flag down and a sack by Mo Gardner. First sack of the afternoon. And the hold is against Dallas.
Holding number 71 offense. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Mark Tuinei charged with the hold. The left tackle, number 71.
Well, big Ernie Logan, number 73, just put a power rush on Tuinei, and he had to hold him to try to stop him.
Logan, a 3rd-year man from East Carolina, getting some late game time today as a backup on the Falcons defensive front. 2:29 left. 3rd down and 14. Really jumped by Holt. He tried to get back. Nice little move that he made around Giesick, but he couldn't get back in time.
Number 95, defense. 5 yards, 3rd down.
That was a defensive tackle pirouette we saw from Holt there.
Well, I spoke with Pierce Holt before the game, and he is one beat-up guy. And, you know, when we talked about the scheme that he's running in today, well, one of the things that he would like to see this scheme is for them to have a base, something that he can always go back to, because he never expected all the double team he's getting, and he never expected that he's going to have to be rushing the passer almost every play the way they run their scheme.
3rd and 9. Kosar can't find a man open downfield and is finally sacked. Good coverage. Chuck Smith and Pierce Holt finally get him. That was a coverage sack.
Yeah, that was pure coverage because Pierce Holt right in the middle of your screen is doubled, and you're going to have the zone all behind. Watch them run with their receivers. Now everybody's covered. Push them out of bounds. You can cross this guy out. Now look at this. Cover, 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 and 3 guys deep. Nowhere to go with the ball. Pierce Holt comes up with a sack.
They'll go on 4th down. Kosar gets some time, and he's got his man. First down to Alvin Harper. Inside the 30 of Atlanta.
And the heart goes up in the air and knock it away. The entire defense of the Atlanta Falcons today really has played well, Tim.
Boy, they sure have. And they have been hot this past month. The victory today for Atlanta will draw them to 4-6, and then they are at home next week against Cleveland. Counting today, 3 of the next 4 games are at home for Atlanta, so that 0-5 start just buried them. They are a better team than that 0-5 record would indicate at the beginning of the season. Kosar in and out of the hands of Irvin and off the hands of Donaldson. Thought he might have an interception.
That went right off his noggin.
Off Donaldson's helmet.
It's keeping your eye on the ball. Hit it right in the
Case
face.
with a coverage and a good lick on Irvin as the ball arrived.
Funny when you talk to Jerry Glanville about his safeties, the 2 guys he always talks to, look at his point right off his head. There's Donaldson and Eaton. He said, boy, those are my trained killers, he said.
Donaldson and Eaton. Well, boy, his defense was ready to play today. No doubt. 3rd and 10, Cowboys. Dallas will be at home on Thanksgiving Day against Miami. And they await the result of the loose ball. Kosar picks it up, gets it off to Darrell Johnson. Actually turned it into a 1-yard gain. Saying Dallas will be looking at the scoreboard of the game later today. The Giants at Philadelphia. New York will have a chance to move into a tie atop the NFC East. Dallas will fall to 7-3, and the Giants, as we said, playing at Philadelphia. And of course, Philadelphia without Randall Cunningham. A good opportunity for the Giants today, who are a healthier team, to move into a tie.
Well, losing Emmitt Smith is, throws a wrinkle into there. Getting Troy Aikman back soon is another wrinkle. I still think the Dallas Cowboys are the strongest team in the NFC.
There's still a long way to go here. We're early in the second half of the season. Here's Emmitt Smith. Colorful attire now that he's out of uniform for the rest of this day. A bruised quadricep muscle. No way to predict whether or not he'll be ready to go next week. Troy Aikman wants to come back. He says he could have played today, but they don't want to take a chance with this franchise quarterback. Hamstring injury to Troy. And in the NFC West, New Orleans and San Francisco tied atop. And they'll meet each other this week. Atlanta will move to 4-6. Monday night, New Orleans will be at San Francisco for a showdown in the West. 4th down. Kosar, he's got a man. Touchdown. Kevin Williams, the rookie from Miami. There's no quitting the Cowboys. They are the champions. And even though this one is out of reach, Kosar perfectly on target to the rookie.
Boy, very nicely done by Bernie Kosar. Sits in the pocket, waits for Williams to clear through the zone, has enough time. They go with the double stunt, stands in the pocket. Well, watch. Look at that. That's perfectly done.
Eddie Murray for the point after with 1:30 on the clock. And it's good.
Sounded like it was tipped.
Yeah, there was a good rush up the middle there by Lester Archambault.
Watch Kevin Williams, number 85, is in the middle of the 3 receivers right there, working on Melvin Jenkins. Now there should be a safety over the top. He makes Jenkins with that outside move. You see the safety bite to the outside. That frees him back to the inside.
So it's 27-14, Atlanta on top, and of course they'll now be looking for the onside try from Eddie Murray. Dallas had a surprise successful one that got them back into the game. It led to the Kosar touchdown, which was wiped out by the penalty to Irvin. Today's game was produced by Richie Zients and directed by Andy Kindle. The coordinating producer of the NFL today is Eric Mann, directed by Larry Cavallina. The senior producer of the NFL on CBS is Ed Gorin, and the executive in charge of production is Rick Gentile. And our technical director today, Jim Warden, and his outstanding technical crew, bringing you the pictures from the Georgia Dome.
Nice shot right there of Bobby Hebert with Evander Holyfield, the world champ, getting his little boy up there, getting a picture taken with him.
Evander's been real busy. He was at the Hawks basketball game last night, at the football game today. You know, once you win the heavyweight championship, you can take a little time off and go and watch the other athletes. What a job Evander did against Riddick Bowe that wild night in Las Vegas. One of only 3 heavyweight champions to regain their crowd. Floyd Patterson and Muhammad Ali. That's pretty distinguished company. Murray's onside kick try. Again, another scramble. A perfectly kicked ball by Murray. Flag is down on the play.
Well, they're going to call a flag because it hit one of the Dallas defenders before it went 10 yards.
Murray kicked 2 beauties in his onside kicks. They got one.
Illegal touch short of 10 yards against the kicking team.
And this one was touched by a Cowboy.
Well, Dixon Edwards, number 58, it hits him, and as soon as that happens, you see that he shouldn't have reached out. And then the flag comes down. There's the penalty. Now they'll re-kick it.
Well, I'm sure the special teams coaching staff are going to say, you got to know where you are.
Receivers recovered the ball. That foul will be declined.
Oh, okay.
First down.
Yeah, I thought that Dallas had recovered. Had Dallas recovered, they'd re-kick. But the receiving team, the Falcons, did recover, so they won't re-kick.
It'll be Falcon ball at the 49-yard line where they recovered it. 1:28 to go.
Team recovered the ball. Penalty is declined. First down.
As we said early, back to face his old teammates here in Atlanta, comes out on the losing end. He's planning on waving his Super Bowl ring at Jerry Glanville if he had the opportunity. But he has to eat a little crow today. Ernie Kosar had a fine afternoon. The first half, Atlanta just didn't let him have the ball. Second half, Dallas did much better with Kosar at controls. The skilling role for the injured Troy Aikman. Under 50 seconds we go as the Falcons will just try to let this thing wear itself out. Much of the crowd has already left the Georgia Dome, seeing an upset of the Super Bowl champions today by the Atlanta Falcons, who have now won 4 of the last 5 games. And after an outstanding 7-game win streak, the Cowboys are stopped here in Atlanta. The Atlanta Falcons with a victory 27-14 over the Dallas Cowboys, and they have improved to 4-6. Dallas falls to 7-3. Stay tuned as we will take you to New York for the NFL Today post-game show with Terry Bradshaw and Greg Gumbel. Greg?
All right, Tim.